Hello, I am a channeler and I'm channeling my guide Ali, and she's going to talk more about relaxation. Hello, this is Ali and I am going to talk further on relaxation. So, in the other video, in part 1, I said the best way, in my opinion, to relax is with meditation because you can connect to who you are, and who you are is a very calm being. But the second best way to actually relax is to go out in nature. And for example, it could be sitting in your backyard if you have a garden in your backyard, or just going to a nearby park. And when you go to the park and you go to walk, the one of the most important things is that if you're going with someone else to the park, please tell them to not talk. Because there's some people that love to talk. And so you have to let them know before you go to the park. You gotta tell them, please don't talk. This is supposed to be a silent walk in which you walk, because I'm trying to calm my mind. I don't want to be thinking of anything. So if the person has something upsetting, or they are upset about something, then maybe you can talk about the problem before you go for the walk, and then tell them that, say everything you have to say now to me, and so when we do go for the walk, this can help calm you down. This will help calm both of us down and help us to both relax. So it's very important to tell the ones around you this is a silent talk. And so once you get that settled, that it's going to be a silent walk, you'll find that once you start walking, you should use your five senses to try to observe what's going on. But people do talk, right? So that's one thing you have to deal with. But then it's your mind that's going to talk. And so that can also be an issue as well. So if your mind, which most people have a monkey mind. What I mean by a monkey mind, I mean that the person, they just have constant thoughts and they can't clear their mind. Well, then that's okay. You'll find that as you walk, you'll find that your mind starts to get more quiet with time, because you start to connect to who you really are, and who you really are is someone who is who just has like the soul is very calm, and it has a very calm nature. So as you walk, you'll find that you connect more to who you are, and you'll find that your mind starts to quiet as you walk. So if your mind is this a monkey mind, that's okay. But for a few seconds, take noise to the trees, take noise to when you're walking on the ground, like especially if you're walking on gravel, hear the sound of the gravel. And just hearing your footsteps can really relax you. And just hearing the trees, and especially if there's leaves on the trees, you can hear the leaves move. And you can look at the sun and look at the sky, look at the clouds, look at the sun, look at the animals, the birds. And you find that animals are very present with nature. They really pay attention to their surroundings. And just walking, you sort of experience everything as a whole. Use all five senses. With your eyes, look around. With your ears, listen. You're going to feel the touch as you walk. You feel the footsteps. Your foot walking on the surface of the ground. You can smell the air. You could just literally smell nature. And all of this can connect you to more of who you are inside you. It's almost like meeting your higher self. And walking through the park can turn into a very magical experience, a very calming experience. So if you or you know someone who's going through a hard time, the best place is to go to the park. But first talk before you get to the park. And then when you get into the park, don't talk. Be silent. And if somebody's going through a hard time, the best place to go is to walk through the park or to sit in the backyard. If they have limited mobility, let's say if they can't walk, they can go into the backyard. And let's say if they, okay, I'm sorry about that, that there was an alarm that went off. So I'm going to continue now. So if they cannot go outside into the backyard, let's say they're in the building and they're confined, then the next best thing that maybe they can put on nature noise on the TV, or if they have plants, maybe they could go into a room with plants and they could just sit there and try to silence their mind, just to just be quiet, to just sit with their self. But like I said, the best way to meditate, in my opinion, is with meditation. And then the second best thing is with nature, because nature can help you to connect to who you really are inside.